Hey guys, welcome to StuTube. Sorry, I know I've been away for a few days. Life has been busy. It's been crazy windy out. I've been kite surfing, and just life in general in the summer is kind of busy. So sorry it's been a few days, but I figure I better drop a video here for you guys. I want to start off on the weekly chart here and show you what I'm kind of looking at. You guys know I've been pointing out this triangle as well as this channel here, this purple horizontal resistance, which we have broke. Now I want to point out this red resistance box, horizontal one that I've made. That's a bit of a kill zone. We have a lot of wick action in this area and a lot of wick action at this top as well. And you can see right now we are fighting with that area right at the bottom of the box. What I would have loved to see on this last weekly candle close is I would have loved to see that this green candle right here actually eclipse this wick here. The fact that it's having a little bit of trouble kind of concerns me. However, that being said, guys, look at this area right here. We have quite a lot of wicks kind of having trouble with the same general area right there as well, which was the flagpole of this flag, potential flag that I've been pointing out. And so that kind of makes me think that the breakout move could act very similar, where we kind of chop around sideways for a few weeks before continuing that move to my target around 15.6 thousand, somewhere in there. Of course, guys, before I go any further, none of this is financial advice. Always form your own opinions, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor or an expert in any means. I'm just showing you what I'm looking at in the charts and how I'm planning to play this market and just my own personal beliefs, guys. So with that, make sure you do your own research. I'll never tell you how to trade your money. And if you've been enjoying my content lately, or if you're liking where this video is going, if you guys wouldn't mind just giving me a thumbs up, give me a comment, subscribe if you haven't. If you like the content that I provide here, share it with a friend who's interested in the crypto space or technical analysis space. It would really help the channel, and I can't thank you guys enough. With that being said, guys, I'm going to continue in. I'm going to move to my daily chart because you guys know my opinion on the weekly chart. I can't really change my opinion on that every single video. I kind of blab on about the same couple of targets here. That 15.6 as well as that 27,000, but you guys know from my previous videos where I get those measured moves. So I'm going to zoom into the daily chart and show you something else I've been looking at. I moved my lines a little bit for my what I'm going to call my Tesla chart, and you guys know from previous videos as well that I've been pointing out that Tesla had this very similar parallel green upwards moving channel before it had its big explosion in price, which is the comparison between the two is really what got me leading to thinking we were going to get this big breakout to the upside of this triangle. And right now, I know I was telling you guys that I was really looking for us to break above the channel and start consolidating as a resist to support flip. And the way I have this parallel channel drawn out right now, guys, we have been respecting the shit out of it as a potential support flip. And I know we do have this resistance box here, but I'm hoping that this green channel ends up just kind of squeezing the price and pressuring it to the upside so that we break into this box and even get another bit of a resist to support flip above this cluster here. That would be just excellent to see. Obviously nothing has to play out perfectly, but right now I do like what I'm seeing here with that little bit of support forming on top of the channel that I've had mapped out since. So I think we were down here when I pointed out this potential green channel. Um, I want to zoom in further to the 4-hour chart now. This red triangle is something that I have on my radar right now. One thing about this that I'm not a fan of is it is a fairly quickly formed triangle if it does play out this way. A lot of times they'll play out for quite a lot longer if it's going to coil up for a much larger move. But that being said, guys, we already have two touch points. We have our one up here, we got our second one up here, and I know a lot of people are looking at this double rejection around the 12K mark as quite bearish, but right now, really, usually when we set a new local high like we did over here, it takes, usually I like 2 or 3 touch points along a very similar area, kind of like what I have mapped out now. That's why I chose to add another point of contact here for this resistance line. I like to get 3 touch points very close to a horizontal resistance, and the fact that we had this bearish RSI divergence with this double top uh, right in this area here, I was expecting this little bit of a dump here, and that's why I took the profits off my position that I had last night, because I wasn't really expecting us to just totally blast to the upside until we actually got a couple more touch points around this 12,000 mark. So that triangle is still on my radar. I would love to see a close above this line and then a retest and then blast off. Before that, ideally I'd get a 3rd touch point there and a 3rd touch point on our support line before we break out, but again, nothing has to play out perfectly, so I'm not going to bank on that. Usually I do play shorter time frames anyways. I usually look for falling wedges and that sort of thing on the 15-minute or the 1-hour chart. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that potential 4-hour triangle, because a measured move of that, if this are to break to the upside, would be, yeah, over 13,000. You're looking at 13 to 14,000, and we all know that 14,000 was an approximate high for our last big bull rally here, where we got up to about 13,900, 14,000, somewhere in there. That was our big pump after our $3,000 bottom, which everybody who's been in the space for quite a while will remember, because that was horrifying times to most people. Looking at it now, it's just totally basic technical analysis, but we live and learn, right, guys? So yeah, anyways, that's just kind of a few things I wanted to point out to you guys. Hopefully I'm not rambling too much. Wasn't really in the mindset to make a video here, but I figured it's been a few days, so I better touch base with you guys. Anyways, if one more time you guys could give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you agree with, what you disagree with. It's always nice to have a couple more sets of eyes on the market, and I'm always willing to look at what you guys are pointing out as well. So with that, guys, stay safe out there and have a good rest of your week. And with that, I'm out. Peace. Actually, one more thing I'll point out before I screw off here for the night, guys. Just want to point out, in case any of you are into much shorter time trading, just a couple trend lines I'm looking at for tonight. On the 15-minute is I have this yellow downtrend line here, which you can see we respected as support once. We never really did take off as much as I was hoping, but I'm kind of looking for a retest along this line of some kind, possibly right where these two lines meet would be ideal. Yeah, just for anyone who likes the more short-term day trades, snipe setups with high leverage, with tight stop losses, just a 15-minute chart here. I'm kind of watching these lines. I already did open a position here. As we were starting to fail our rally a little quicker than I was hoping, I took a very small profit on half the position, and the other half I'm gonna let ride for now. And I'm just gonna kind of watch how it respects these yellow lines here before I decide to do anything else. But basically, I wanted to reduce my risks, so I reduced the size of my position by half, because it wasn't playing out exactly as I planned. That's just kind of how I'm looking at this, and just kind of a little bit of insight of how I play, and I guess just how I deal with my risk, that sort of stuff. Just wanted to throw in that little extra bit of information at you. So anyways, now I'm done for real. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.